What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shani, and welcome back to the Women's Palace. So today, what are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about the 5 signs you are going down the wrong path, okay? And these are the signs that happened within me when I was going down the wrong path. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first sign is depression, okay? So I had to realize that God created us perfect. You know, it's sin that corrupted our bodies, but every good and perfect gift comes from God. God made us. So our bodies are perfect. If it wasn't for sin, it would be perfect, right? And I say this because our bodies are powerful. Just like with alarm systems, right? You have signals that something is wrong, right? Our bodies talk to us. And a lot of people don't take heed to what their body is saying. Depression is a sign that you are going down the wrong path. Depression is a sign you can say is your body telling you, hey, this is not us. What we are doing is not us, because you got to realize it's 3 parts to the body, right? It is your spirit, which is you, your soul, and then your flesh. As you know, the flesh is in enmity with God. So when you realize sometimes in a world full of sin, we act out in our flesh because we were born into sin, right? But when you be able, this is why God says renew your mind, because then you will be able to see who you really are. But see, depression is your body sending a signal to you that we are not functioning correctly. Your body cannot function when you are not being true to yourself. So it's a sign telling your body, this is not us. We're not supposed to be here. This is not the way that we should be going. But in a sense, a lot of people take depression. I don't know what's wrong. It's your body talking to you. See, when we live in a world that is fast, nobody want to take time to sit back and listen to themselves, right? And that's depression. Depression is telling you this is not us. This is not the true us. Yeah, it may be the world us, but this is not who we are at the core. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. We are better than this. This is not us. Anyway, so depression is one sign that you are going down the wrong path. It's your body sending a signal to you that we are not functioning in our highest form that God has created us to function, because we are not being true to ourselves. We're putting on this mask to the world. We're putting on this thing, oh, I'm this. And when that's not you. It's really not you. And I say this because people will probably argue, no, but it's true. Like, I feel like we put on masks. We want to be accepted into the world. So we play to be this particular person, or we play to be that particular person, not realizing we don't even know ourselves, because we're just being different images or being different people to please other people, to feel fit in, to feel like I fit. Okay. So that is the first sign. Depression is the number 1 sign. And these are not in order, but I feel like depression is the number 1 sign that you are going down the wrong path. It's your body telling you, hey, something is wrong here. We got to take a step back. We have to find us. We have to figure out who we are so we can get on the correct path. Because this path that we are going on is not us. It's not going to be, I'm not going to be able to function much longer if you don't figure out who you really are and get on the path. Because you got to know that your spirit knows what's best for you. The flesh don't, but your spirit do. And your spirit is always talking to you. But are you listening? Okay, so let's go ahead and go to number 2. I believe everybody has a gut feeling, okay? And like I said, a lot of people don't listen. Like, you can just say, oh, it's the bubble guts, or I got gas. You got to understand that gut feeling, I feel like warning always comes before destruction, right? God is always warning us, but a lot of people think, oh, that's just a coincidence, or no, that's not really what's going on, or this or that. But really, it's your gut feeling. You always have a gut feeling, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be with this person. I shouldn't be with that person, right? And that is a sign. A gut feeling. You will always feel. And one thing I had to realize, even within myself, I would sit here and be like, how did I get here? But when I sit back, like, that's why I say sometimes you really have to take a step back from the world to review your life. Because when I took a step back, when I got on the journey of, you know what, I'm finna disconnect from the world and I'm finna get to know me, God always made that gut feeling. Remember when you felt like this and you was just like, nah, you know, but it's always a gut feeling, and you got to be able to trust yourself. See, when you don't trust yourself, a lot of people don't trust others because they don't trust themselves. But see, when you go against that gut feeling, when you go against your body, because like I said, our bodies are, when God made me realize how powerful our bodies are, see, our bodies are so powerful that we can either choose life and fulfill life, or we can either destruct ourselves so much because we are going against our true self. And that's what the world we live in tries to make you do. It tries to make you go against your true self by living in the flesh. You know, when you live in the flesh, that's death, which means you are slowly but surely killing yourself from the inside out. But see, when you don't have that knowledge, you don't understand that you are killing yourself by trying to fit in with the world, because you are not your flesh. You are more than your flesh. But see, when you ignore that gut feeling, or you just, oh, that ain't nothing, I'm finna go out, I'm finna do this, I'm finna keep down this path because, you know, I want to be liked, I want to be fit in. And I know a lot of people, I don't care about what people, it's a lot of people that are people pleasers, okay? And they be lying. I don't care what other people say. And yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because they want to be able to feel like they fit. It's like, and I'm going to be honest, I was once upon a time a people pleaser. And I would put myself in situations that I knew wasn't good for me. Like I said, a gut feeling. But I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be accepted so bad that I went against myself. So 2 is a gut feeling. Do not never ignore yourself, and always realize that your body, God made us, our bodies, to be able to speak to us. I want you to think about, like I said, with a system, like a carbon dioxide system, right? If it's in the air, it's going to be a signal, right? Your body is always going to speak to you. God, the God within you is always going to speak to you. Now, you may not know how it's speaking because you're not aware, you're not conscious, or you don't have the knowledge to know when God is talking to you, or your body is signaling you, danger. This is not where we're supposed to be going. This is not us. But you are in a world that is designed to make you go against yourself. So in a thing, it's like, oh, I'm tripping. No, do not go against yourself. So number one, depression. 2, gut feeling. 3, no sense of purpose or value, right? In a sense, a lot of people don't have purpose. And this leads to codependency. I have this on here. It's a no sense of purpose or value, which leads to codependency. So the world lives in codependency. Most of the world lives in codependency. You want to know why? They want to feel needed. It strikes their ego. It makes them feel like, oh, this person needs me, so I have a sense of worth. But see, that's a sign that you are going down the wrong path, because you got to know who you are in God. When you know who you are in God, you know that you have a purpose. The reason that you're even on this earth is because you have a purpose. But the fact that you are going the wrong way, you don't know that purpose. So you don't feel like you have purpose. You don't feel like you have value unless you are somebody's girlfriend or boyfriend, unless you are somebody's mother or father, unless you know, you got to put yourself in this position. Oh, I'm this person and I feel needed. So you go codependency. You depend on a title. You depend on being in a relationship with somebody so you can feel a sense of value instead of feeling value within yourself, because you are who God says you are. So that is a sign. It is a sign that you are going down the wrong path. When you are in codependency, when you feel like, oh, I don't have no place, or I don't have any value because I'm not with somebody, or I don't have a title. You have to understand that you have purpose because you are alive. The fact that you are even breathing shows that you have purpose. But see, when you are on the wrong path, you won't know that. Okay, so 4, yes man friends, chaos, drama. Okay, you got to realize God said a relationship, not a perfect relationship, but a healthy relationship is when you can give, take, right? If a person falls, they'll be able to help you get up. See, we live in a world, a lot of people have fallen, right? And they give in to the toxicityness. And when I say yes man, is when you know you're wrong and your friend, you ain't wrong, you good, you ain't doing nothing, always feeding into your toxicityness because they want you to stay stuck with them. See, when you have yes men around you, it's a sign that you are on the wrong path. Because when you're on the right path, you got to understand that you're going to have people that's going to hold you accountable. You know what? You know you can be better than that. You know, and a lot of people have this sense of, oh, they just a hater. See, what God had to make me realize, a lot of people do be hating. Okay, let me put that out there. But a lot of people don't be hating. They just really want the best for you. You know, the truth can hurt, right? And that's what a lot of people a lot of people don't like. They don't want the truth that, you know, you can do better. That was wrong. And a real friend, somebody that loves you, somebody that is a kingdom relationship or a kingdom friendship, is going to make you, hold you accountable, because you can be better than that. You can grow. You can be better. I'm not going to tell you yes, 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 yes all the time. See, that's from the devil. The devil, what I have to realize, the devil wants you in the toxicityness. He wants you in on a road to destruction. So yeah, that's good. No, girl, you know you good. You know you didn't do nothing wrong. Forget them. All this other stuff, right? That is a sign that you are on the wrong path. Because if you are on the right path, you got to be able to understand that people, that kingdom relationships, kingdom friendships God put you in, it's going to have to hold, it's going to make you hold accountability. People are going to hold you to a standard. You know what? You could have did better than that. You know, and it's not always saying that they not always going to be a yes man that or let you know that you're doing good, but you got to understand that a healthy relationship, friendship as well, should be able to hold you accountable. They're not going to tell you yes all the time, because you got to understand that we don't live in a world where it's power in no, you know, and you got to be able to understand that when you are in a situation with a bunch of people, and it's sad to say, all these people that's with each other, a lot of people, they on the wrong path, because you got to understand where you putting your energy to. And it's not to say that you shouldn't have community, but you got to understand that if you are on the right path, which means you are on purpose, you're on a narrow path, right? You are on the way to life, which means you have a purpose. This goes back to knowing your purpose. So how can you have so many friends around you that's creating chaos, that's creating drama, that's telling you yes all the time, to always feeding your soul away from God, away from the narrow path? Let's go drink, let's go smoke, let's go to the club, let's go do this, let's go do that, instead of, you know what, let's get in our purpose. You know, let's go do something for the community. Let's elevate the world. Like, you got to understand, when you are on the right path, I'm not saying it's going to be glitz and glamour, because you got to know when you're on the right path that the enemy is going to come for you, right? But you do got to also understand that you're going to have a sense, all that chaos, all that drama, you're not going to have time for negativity, because you're going to be fighting demons, baby. How you going to fight demons and people? You can't. Like, that's just too much. So that is a sign that you are on the wrong path. When you have a whole bunch of yes men people around you. Yes men people is that's the enemy in disguise. Because how you always telling me, yeah, when you know you wrong. Like, I was around people that made me feel like I did no wrong, and I knew I was wrong, baby. But it's just like, oh yeah, they on my side. And you know, and you gotta watch them people that, oh, you not on my side. You're not on my side. Well, it's not about being on no side. If I'm your friend, if I'm your relationship partner, I'm going to hold you to a certain accountability, because we should be growing. We should be striving to be more. We should be soaring in our spirit. So I'm going to hold you to accountability, because right is right and wrong is wrong, right? Okay. So number 5. Everywhere. You're going to be everywhere. 1 minute you're here, 1 minute you're there. I'm in this activity. Next minute I'm doing this. Next minute I'm doing that. Next time I'm with these friends. Next thing I'm over there with them. I'm not friends with them. You're everywhere. You got to understand, James 1:8 says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So this is a sign that you are on the wrong path, because if you have a GPS, think about what the GPS, when you put the GPS in, right? You know your destination. So you're not going here. You're not stopping there unless you got to stop for gas, whatever case may be, to refuel yourself. That is the symbol. Stopping for gas is your symbolic symbol of you're going to stop. You know, you're going to take a break, refresh your soul, you know, get back to who you were. But in a sense, you know your path. So you're not going to be here. You're not going to be there. You're not going to put yourself in a line of fire, because you need to get to where you're going. You need to get to the place where you put in a GPS. You got a destination. So you're not going to be stopping here, because you know time is precious, right? But see, when you are not on the right path, you are everywhere, because you don't have a destination. You don't have your destination. So you're just everywhere. You feel like, I got time, I can do whatever it is or whatever I want. You're not on the right path. Because if you were on the right path, you're going down the wrong path, because the wrong path, you can go anywhere. It's the right road. You can go here, you go there. You got everywhere to stop. But see, when you're on a narrow road, you know, you got really a narrow road. Where are you going? Where are you going? Like, you know, and like I said, the stopping for gas, you know, refreshing yourself. It's not always about running your race, but enjoying your life along the way, right? But you got to be able to be conscious of, okay, Am I on the right path? If I'm on the right path, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be there. I wouldn't be unstable in all my ways because I would have a set destination. I would know my destination of where I'm going. Okay, so these are the 5 signs that you are on the wrong path. First is depression. Like I said, your body is speaking to you, but are you listening? 2, gut feeling, the same, body speaking to you. Then the 3 is no sense of purpose. You're stuck in codependency. You're stuck in the world of giving you your identity because you don't know your identity. 4 is yes men friends that bring chaos, that bring drama, all this into your world. That is the sign you are on the wrong path. 5, you're everywhere. Everywhere. You can't even get on your path because you don't know your path. So these are the 5 signs that you are on the wrong path. Okay. So I may do 5 signs that you're on the right path. I don't know yet. But these are just the signs that I have picked up. It could be more, but these are just what I went through to be able, my body and God was speaking through me to let me know that I was on the wrong path. And as I got on the right path, I identified these. So I want to let you guys know, I hope this was a blessing, a help to you, to help you be able to come to your consciousness if you're on the right path, or if you need to get on the right path. So I always say, go out and be a light in this dark world and continue to elevate, continue to soar, and continue to be all that God is calling you to be.